From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, and probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Kansas State Wildcats taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense takes the field. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Green. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's Lockett. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They're bringing heat. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They came out hot on this drive, one play and already near midfield. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Offense gets set for second down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Donaldson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Bringing it back, it's Lockett. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Got the quick completion. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Johnson wants to throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Finds the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Kansas State! What a catch and run for 6.
Man, what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 72 yards, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to pass. It's Green. He's got his man. And he'll be brought down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed behind the line, it's Edwards. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. And the quarterback is snowed under. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Green. Throws to the back. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Morgantown. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
The Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. And he's running in the open. The 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Really nice job working the crossing route there, and I love the separation at the top of the route. He put his foot in the ground, he used his speed, and that allowed him to make the catch and get a few more yards after the play.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way.
Leaves it with the running back.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UAB. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
West Virginia.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On third down, going up top. Setting up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Mountaineers are on the move.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing in that.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job of tackling.
Offense working from the pistol. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run for it on third and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They want to throw it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Kansas State, 17. West Virginia, 0.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Looking for a man. It's Green. It's complete on the right side.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Gonna let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Wildcats get it past the sticks. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. With the clock running, this should be the final play. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast.